is Andy Allen. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andy Allen from the Nebraska Firearm Owners Association's Political Action Fund. Long name. I started the Political Action Fund after being one of the founding members of the Nebraska Firearm Owners Association, being the second president, where I served for 3 years, and having served for 5 years as our senior lobbyist. Found out that I was with a lot of things we wanted to do, even though we had a lot of successes in the legislature, as well as in our partnerships with the Second Amendment Foundation on legal hit cases, that we were still beating our heads against the wall, not accomplishing many great things that we wanted to do. Realized that what we needed to do to change that was we needed to make changes in the people that are making those votes and making those decisions. So I started our Political Action Fund. First year, obviously, out the gate, you don't do a whole lot. Second year happened to be mayor's race in our state's largest city, in Omaha. Well, the current mayor came out with his first ad. He received a bunch of money from Michael Bloomberg and did an anti-gun ad. It worked out great for me because I was able to mobilize a whole lot of people, get people out there on the ground working for our new mayor, who happens to be entirely pro-gun. This also then brought me into the next year's election, where we had legislative elections. We're still a small group with not a whole lot of money. Everybody around here understands that situation. But we were able to take and spend our money wisely, backed it just a small number of key candidates financially and with manpower. I was able to take and have in one district put one person into the field with about 1,000 postcard-sized flyers 2 days before the election, going around knocking on people's doors in an area that is heavily populated with hunters and sportsmen. They spent 2 days, handed out that 1,000 flyers that they had. The night of the election, as election results are coming in, those precincts that one person with those 1,000 flyers worked were the last precincts to report. Coming up before those precincts reported, our candidate was down by 150 votes. When the votes tally was finalized, because that guy took the pro-gun thing to every hunter's house. You got a deer hanging in your backyard, he knocked on your door. You got a hunting dog in your yard, he talked to you. He's seen pheasant feathers laying around in your yard, he was visiting with you. Okay. We flipped that, and she took and ended up winning by 150 votes. What that means is simple things like have been trying for over 10 years to get statewide preemption of firearms laws. Well, this last year, that senator that we took and got elected, she stepped forward and sponsored the bill for statewide preemption. Now, Nebraska works a little different than all the rest of you. We've only got one house. We don't have a house, we only have a Senate. So how they work things is every bill gets assigned to a committee, every bill gets a public hearing. Okay, we like bow ties. We can take and have a law out here that everybody on Sundays has to wear bow ties. It will get a public hearing. But at that hearing, we were able to have the mayor of our largest city come up in favor of the cities giving up their powers that they really don't have anyway. We also had the mayor of our second largest city, who I had recruited to be a member of our gun rights group, which gave us a chance to educate them, showed up and was able to answer for the senator. Well, when all these other mayors contact me and say, what are you doing taking my powers away from me? His response was simply, you tell them they don't have the power to begin with. The only powers those cities have are the ones that the state legislature grants you, and you've never been granted this authority. So in closing, I just want to say, well, my time's up here according to my watch. So I just want to say it's important that we get out there and work together in the political area. As a friend of mine, Chris Dawes from the Leadership Institute always says, we have a problem in our issue groups in that we don't communicate, we don't work well together. We need to get out there and network, find similar-minded organizations and learn to work together with them. And it's all about data. We got to find out who those people are that take and believe our way and make sure that they get out and vote. Thank you.